Hello everyone. So I'm going to have like a little part two about just continuing on from my last video on the complexity of biology. The human body, there are 37 trillion, 37.2 trillion, right? So 37.2 trillion cells in the body, and within each cell there is so each cell within the nucleus there is DNA, right? Now, not all, I'm going to say most cells have DNA. Not all. I believe there's some mature red blood cells. So let me start from the beginning. So in most cells, the 37 trillion cells, with the exception of mature red blood cells, within the nucleus, there is DNA. And what's comprised of this DNA? We know what it is. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and right, and you have chromosomes, right? 23 from one parent, the male sperm and the ovum, the female, and 23 for a total of 46 chromosomes. And then on well, I'm just glancing down here so I don't forget here. But and then on these chromosomes are genes. So I believe the number, I think it's 23,000 genes, right? And then the last part making up this whole thing, you have the base pairs, and this is staggering, the number 3 billion 3 billion base pairs. So to go up, you get the base pairs make, right? The base pairs, there are 4 base pairs in different combinations. I forget the name of them, doesn't matter, but the 4 combinations, base pairs making the genes that are on the chromosomes, where the chromosomes make up the DNA. The DNA is in the nucleus of the cell, and then you have the cell. So there you go. So pretty complex. The complexity of all this is why I believe in freaking God. I mean, there has to be something way more. There's no way we're really going to, we don't really know. We know how, sort of how things work, but we don't really know why. So you think about going back, when was the Genome Project? I think it was, what, 99 or something, right? So how complex that is, sequencing, 3 billion base pairs and coming up. And fast forward to today, and I follow this, I try to follow as closely as possible, this genetic engineering stuff and, CRISPR technology and all that. And I think it's just absolutely incredible. From what I've been hearing, it's still sort of crude. I mean, I'm really excited about this gene editing stuff, and from what I understand is it's like you inject sort of a, like I thought at first, it's like, how do you like gene edit? Like there's a little tiny machine that you, and it's like, no, it's like a virus that goes in there and whatever. But there are mistakes and this and that. All right, so that's another video recording. I just wanted to really just talk about, within a minute or so, just to elaborate on how complex the human body is, right? It's just stunning. And will we ever get to the point where we can create life artificially? So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about this. Sean Carroll talks about this a lot. There's someone else here in biology, Tim Ferriss too. And there's there's been a lot of research on this worm, earthworm, or roundworm, whatever, roundworm, C. elegans. And I think there are, 1,000 cells. And then the neurons, I think they're like 300. So we've been able to sequence every single thing, whatever, of a worm. 300 neurons with 1,000 cells. And we're coming to an understanding, but certainly not a full understanding. And we're only talking about 300 cells, 300 neurons, right? Try to imagine the human being with 89 billion neurons, 37.2 trillion cells. All right. So we're having problems with the C. elegans worm and trying to imagine human being. All right. Fun stuff. All right. Have a great night, everyone.